It's game time on 1112 BISN with live game coverage.
Edge is set.
They do set the edge, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
On your computer or mobile device, anywhere in the world. Expert play-by-play by Steve McDonald.
He's in for the touchdown.
Intriguing color analyst Alan Cummings.
South weathered that storm in the first minute, and now.
Are you ready? Sit back and enjoy the game, brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN.
Good evening, Bison fans, and welcome to Bison Stadium here on the campus of Cheyenne South High School as we open the 2018 high school football season, Bison style here, with a home opener against the number 2 ranked Natrona Mustangs. Steve McDonald and Alan Cummings live in our perch up high with an eagle's eye view of Bison Stadium as the teams prepare to get started, and we couldn't be more excited to bring you another season of Bison football here on 1112 BISN. A lot of brand new features and toys and everything else to spruce up your watching and listening experience this year. It's going to be a fun ride, Alan.
Yes, it is.
So as I mentioned, tonight we come in against number 2 Natrona, and South starts out the 2018 season much the same way they started out most of their 9 seasons playing football here at South. The numbers weren't great in camp, but they've got some experience back. They've got some new coaches on the staff, some new blood, but an exciting start always. This first Friday night's always an exciting night to see where the team stands and where they might stack up this year in the 4A competition. It doesn't get much tougher than taking on the number 2 team in the state. And, of course, Natrona lost a lot of kids from last year, but they don't rebuild, they reload, and they're expected to be contenders for the state championship once again this year.
You know, they were the state runner-ups last year, Steve, and like you said it right there perfectly. They don't have to rebuild. Natrona is one of those powerhouse teams that they're constantly reloading. You know, I think it's like an every other year thing. One year they're in the state championship, the next year they fall in the semifinals. Next year they're in the state championship. So this is a hard team to open up a season against, but you know what? This will let you know exactly where they're at, where South's at now. This is their varsity roster, and pretty much that's most of our team out there for the whole program. So, you know, you could tell the difference here. I mean, Natrona is a well-coached and well-established program, and for South to even really start seeing where they are at in the 4A conference, this is no better opponent to do it against than the Natrona County Mustangs.
Well, and to show you a little bit of the discrepancy, Natrona has 25 seniors on their football squad. South probably has 50 total players, so that kind of shows you where these teams stack up as far as the numbers go on that. Now, Natrona did lose 10 of their 11 all-state selections from last year. So, again, they lost a lot of talent from a team that was runner-up at the state. But, again, they don't rebuild. They reload. They're a senior-heavy team, and they're going to pick up right where they left off last year and expected to be a dominant team in the conference this year.
And, you know, it does make it really hard when you're going up against a program like this to open the season. You know, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not trying to bash on, please, Natrona fans, or I mean Evanston fans. I'm not trying to bash on Evanston fans, but I enjoyed opening up against Evanston because that really gave the kids confidence when we were able to really compete against another 4A conference team, and it really helped build the season if we did good against them, you know. So that's something that South's going to have to get over their heads. You know what? This is Natrona. They're a powerhouse. They don't want to beat themselves mentally before they play the game.
Well, there's 9 other teams in the 4A conference. You got to play them all, so I guess it doesn't matter if they come first or last. But, again, a tough opener here for South. Let's see where they stack up. And as we focus on this South High team, they do return some key players at the skill spots in that potent running game of theirs. Their offensive line was pretty much depleted, but they do bring back Jace Packard, who's a senior, and he is going to anchor that offensive line. He's 5'10", 243. He'll anchor the offensive and defensive line. And then in the backfield, South is going to start a sophomore quarterback at 6'5", Cade Burns, and they're really excited about the Burns kid. He'll wear number 18, and they're really excited about maybe being able to add another dimension to that potent running attack by maybe being able to air the ball out a little more with a little more success than they've had in the past.
Well, not just air it out. Cade Burns is one of those dual threat quarterbacks. He's got a great arm. He's a little bit more accurate than what we've seen since Austin Barker. So he's one of the more accurate quarterbacks. He can get a little excited and overthrow balls, but what makes him dangerous, Steve, is if he can't find an open receiver, he's not afraid to take it to the outside. He's not afraid to run, and he is deceptively fast. You said he's 6'5". He's got those long legs, and when he gets it going, he's a hard kid to catch, Steve.
So the captains are meeting at midfield right now for the coin toss. In the backfield behind him, we return some experience. Trey Trimble, the big fullback, who was a dynamo last year, really played well, really was a good go-to at that fullback position. And then on the wings, Alex Soto, which split time with Trey Trimble at fullback last year. He'll be on one of the wings, along with Wyatt Garcia on the other wing. So all three of those backs are experienced backs. Expect Soto to get some reps at fullback, and we'll see if they can bring in some younger guys at the wings to spell Soto and Garcia.
And we've got youth. We got a freshman running back. I want to mention his name because he's a speedster, Braden Hughes. That kid is fast, and he's one of those kids that's going to be spelling kids and at the wide receiver. He'll be spelling them at running back and the wing backs. He'll be spelling them on defense, and he's one of those kids as well that South is trying to utilize the speed to be able to start defeating some of these teams. So
fans, you're listening to the S&J Signs pregame show. We have a lot more to cover here on the pregame show. We're going to take a look around the 4A conference this evening as we'll see somebody deferred here on the toss. So let's see who's going to take the ball to start the game. But we have a look around the 4A. We're going to preview some of the teams around the 4A, what to expect this season. And as they face the teams up, it appears that Natrona won the toss. Oh, nope, actually South won the toss, and Natrona will receive. So let's take our first time out. A lot of new sponsors, a lot of exciting things going on here on 1112 BISN. Stick around. Friday Night Lights, the home opener here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 19,000 here in Wyoming. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your appetite out of this universe? If so, fly over to the Galaxy Cafe and take on the world-famous Solar Eclipse Challenge. Defeat this galaxy-sized burrito in an hour, and you will get your name included on the Galaxy Cafe Wall of Fame. So if you have what it takes to complete this mission, then launch over to the Galaxy Cafe located in the Frontier Mall by the movie theaters.
And we're back here live at Cheyenne South High School. It's opening day, Steve, of the 2018 season. I'm going to go ahead and pop up on some of the other sports tickers that's going on across the state for Cheyenne South High School.
Yeah, check out some of the brand new features. You know, the sports ticker on the bottom of the screen. We should have the score up on the screen and the game clock, and we're going to try to keep that going. But some added features for the broadcast this year, and we're very excited to bring on some brand new sponsors like the Galaxy Cafe, Pena Business Services,
Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins up in Thermopolis, Wyoming, Steve. Thermopolis, Wyoming.
Yeah, they
so hey, you know what?
in.
This is the last weekend of summer vacation. Go to the hot springs, the State Hot Springs Park, and stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins, and let them know that 1112 BISN sent you.
Alan has been busy putting together a quality product this year for the broadcast, and so if you're interested in sponsoring South High Bison and having your business, wait till you see some of the features, the commercials, and the things that are put together for pricing packages that, boy, I don't even think you'll believe the price when you're told it. So, you know, make sure that you enjoy the broadcast. Check out all the new features. Tell them a little bit about, is there a chat feature this year as well?
There is a chat feature on the right-hand side of the screen, Steve. There's a chat feature. Make sure you give us a chat. Let us know you're watching the game. If you're watching the game on YouTube on your computer, it's on the right-hand side of your screen. If you're watching on your mobile device or, you'll say like an iPad, an Android tablet or anything, it's on the bottom of your screen or your phone.
And don't forget, we have the special, the real deal Phil Vigil, the real deal with Phil Vigil. Scott Hume on the PA again this year. So the same cast of characters are running the show up here in the press box. And now let's kind of whittle down this game here, Alan, as we open tonight. South High facing the number 2 Natrona Mustangs. And South High, talk a little bit about their camp, some news coming out of their camp, and what they've looked like so far this summer.
Well, you know, the big news coming out of the camp so far this year, Steve, is that, you know, Coach Gallus really likes how the team has finally taken the team concept. Instead of being an individual, you know, I didn't get this many rushing yards, I didn't get this many receiving yards. He really likes how the team is celebrating every bit of success that a teammate has. Running backs going to, you know, patting the linemen on good runs, quarterback, all that. So, you know, and that's huge. So you start building that good feeling when you're around your teammates rather than trying to outperform your other teammates. And that's huge for a team like South where you're trying to build off as many successes as you can get to start, Steve.
And it ought to be exciting to see what they do again on the offensive side of the ball, the team concept. We were able to view some of their scrimmage last week, and they really had some positive things happening in the scrimmage. You know, the offense is not going to look a ton different than what you're used to seeing in the past. However, they appear to be executing it much better, and there are some added wrinkles. I do think that they'll be able to try to put the ball in the air a little bit more. The quarterback will be much more accurate than kind of what we saw last year. I think Cade Burns is going to be a more accurate quarterback, better able to throw the ball. That'll help keep defenses off balance, and that's something that should help South maybe keep drives going and things like that. But if you expect a totally different offense and things to be wide open, it's going to be kind of the same technique and the same philosophy as they've had in the past. But again, I think they really have some opportunities to throw some new wrinkles in and keep people off guard.
You know, they really do. And the one thing I want to point out is I don't want to bash our quarterback from last year. He was a good quarterback, tall quarterback. You know, just we couldn't make those connections on those long throws. You know, hopefully Cade Burns can put a little bit more touch on those passes. And if we could start passing the ball, Steve, with consistency, that's where this offense becomes lethal. You know, we've ran this offense before, Steve, and versions of it. And when we were able to keep a defense honest, that's when this offense really did its damage. You know, right now they're playing 8-9 players in the box, teams against us are, and they're blitzing every gap, especially the outside. And that's what's beating us because we can't make teams pay when they blitz us because we can't hit those passes. Teams aren't afraid to get beat deep on us, I guess you could say.
Yep.
So when you add that little bit of percentage in there, you know what? He's completed 2 or 3 of these passes mid-range, let's say 5 to 10 yards, to long range 10 to 15. That's going to make those DBs play back a little. It's going to open up the containment on the outside, and it's going to open up the middle a little bit.
On the defensive side of the ball, South has a brand new defensive coordinator, and I do not see his name in the program. He comes up from Fossil Ridge down in Fort Collins, and so he is a guy that Dan Gallis is known for a lot of years, and he brings a renewed energy to the defense. Again, watching the scrimmage, the defense has a whole new energy to it. I'm not sure how different the scheme's going to be. That's yet to be seen, but we're going to take a look. But the players that are coming back on defense, and with the renewed vigor that the defense has put into things, I think you're going to see the defense improved as well this year.
And honestly, Steve, the last 4 or 5 games of the season last year, our defense played pretty solid, but what the problem was is when you don't have the depth, and what I mean by the depth, you don't have the numbers that some of the other high schools have, not just in the state of Wyoming, but say here in Cheyenne, you got a lot of players playing both ways, a ton of players playing both ways, actually. And so by the fourth quarter, these kids are tired because we were unable to sustain drives offensively. Now, if we can sustain drives with the vigor our defense is going to have, the renewed vigor, the renewed energy, they should be better. But let's go back and look at some of the things that cost us some games last year, Steve. We had a lot of missed tackles last year. I'm not trying to bash our kids, so any of our fans out there, before you send your hate messages to me on Facebook, before you email them to me, you got two former football coaches and one current coach up here. And the one thing that plagued us the most last year was missed tackles. How do you fix missed tackles? Like the missed tackles we had last year? Keep your head up. See what you're going to hit. If you don't see what you're going to hit, you're going to whiff. And that happened a lot last year to us. We had kids that were dead to rights 3 to 4 yards in the backfield, and they'd go to make a tackle, and they'd either try to play patty cake with them or they'd put their head down and wouldn't see what they're tackling, and the running back would cut back on them. They got to fix that. If they can fix that, we can start forcing teams more on 3 and outs and hopefully get our offense the ball more.
And it appears by their starting lineup they've turned in, looks like a 4-4-3 look on the defense for South. So a little bit different look than in the past, but we'll see how that comes to fruition. So, again, with an offense that could be a little bit more diverse, has the opportunity to do a little bit more scoring, and an improved defense, I think it's an exciting start to the 2018 season for the South High Bison. Of course, the goal is to get into the playoffs. They start out with a tough couple at home with Natrona and Thunder Basin coming back-to-back weeks. But it's going to be an exciting and fun season, that's for sure.
It is going to be a fun season. And like I said, no better way to see where you're at in the season than playing one of the Power 4 teams in the 4A. You know what? I can't even say Power 4 anymore. One of the Power 3 teams in the 4A conference in Sheridan, Natrona, and Cheyenne East. So you find out real quick if you can stack up against the top 3 teams in the state.
So when we come back, we're going to take a look at the Natrona Mustangs, talk a little bit about what they're bringing to the field tonight. We'll also look at what other action's happening in the 4A conference around the state in 0 week and 8 minutes or so till kickoff. So stick around, plenty more to go on the S&J Science pregame show right here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis offers free high-speed internet, air conditioning, cable TV, and rustic cabins and large motel rooms to fit you and your family's needs. Located within walking distance of the Hot Springs State Park, downtown shopping and restaurants, why would you want to stay anywhere else for your next trip to Thermopolis? Wyoming owned and operated, the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins will make you feel like home during your stay. Make your reservation now by calling 307-421-7520. The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis, out of Wyoming at a very competitive price. With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry, now and we're back here live with the Real Deal Phil Vigil. It's the Real Deal Phil Vigil segment, and we're going to pause during it when they start playing the national anthem. Coach.
So glad to be here with you again, and I'm telling you, it's been a year, but glad to be back. It's like old times around here.
How's
right?
your summer been?
Well, you always say you want to do a lot of fishing, but you never do. And
I know, huh?
then you're supposed to clean the garage, and you never get to it.
It's amazing how that
But
happens.
I can tell you what's going on with the Young and the Restless and Judge Judy and Jerry Springer. I've been watching that all summer.
There you go. So, Coach, tell us about Johnson football. How's that looking so far?
Well, our numbers are about average right now. Our 8th graders, we got about 40 to 45 out. 7th graders, we got about 50. So our numbers are about average this year. And, we've been practicing for about 2 weeks, and it's kind of hard to tell at this point whether, how good we're going to be. And so we just need to play a game, really, more than anything. I mean, the coach has been working really hard and trying to prepare. Our first game is coming up this next Wednesday against Cary Junior High School.
I know you got Coach McDonald that's going to be officiating that game.
Well, hopefully he doesn't throw the flag on me.
So we're going to cut our volume down for a second while they play the national anthem here. The Cheyenne South High Marching Band and Color Guard. And so, Coach, let's quickly talk about our South High Bison as we're about 2 minutes to kickoff.
I'm real anxious to see this team. I really, to tell you the truth, don't know what to expect. Young team. A lot of former players, good players from, they've been playing football since 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. They've been going through the programs.
Shoot, since 3rd grade.
So, yeah,
some of them since 3rd grade, yeah.
It looks like we're starting Cade Burns, a sophomore quarterback. He was a quarterback for us, long, tall, long arms. And he's a lot tougher than you think, really. I mean, he kind of looks like he doesn't got a lot of meat on his bones, but he'll hit you.
And he's fast. And you know what? That's one thing, because Steve and I actually coached him in 5th and 6th grade, and he was one of our hardest hitters. But what makes Cade dangerous, I feel, at quarterback, is he's fast. He's got that deceptive speed. What do you think defensively? I mean, what do you think of my my talk about the defense, about tackling and all
Well,
that.
yeah, you're absolutely right on point. I mean, that's an area of emphasis for this South football team. You know, when you don't have a lot of numbers or a lot of experience, I mean, some of those fundamental things like tackling, you know, they come into effect. You know, you got to get better at those things, though. And seniors, they got to take over and be leaders on this team. Good football players out there, though. Tacklers like Alex Soto, you know, I think he's playing safety. Hunter Scott, good football player. Mauricio Dominguez. I mean, so guys like that really got to step up. And of course, Jace Packard, you know, he's a big kid. I'm real glad to see how, you know, he's playing, and I hope to see him do some good stuff tonight.
Right on, Coach. Well, make sure you stay with us throughout the year so we can find out how the Johnson football team goes.
I hope we have as good a season this year as we've had the last two. That's for sure.
That's true. That's true, huh?
Right on, guys.
You know what's cool about this is Coach Veal actually had three of his last three championships with Johnson. He's got kids on the field right now from each of those teams. So that's a really great thing. And Coach Vihill's always doing a great thing in middle school, and it's great to see, of course, our South Triad teams doing really good in the junior high and continuing it over to the high school level.
All right, folks. Well, you've listened to the S&J Science pregame show, and now it is game time here on 1112 BISN. Again, it appears that South won the toss and will defer to the second half, so Natrona will get the first crack at it. They will be defending the South end zone. They'll be heading from right to left across your radio dial. Of course, if you're watching it on the field, they'll be heading from south to north. The South will tee it up with the place kicker this year. Adrian Reynolds will be the place kicker for South. Reynolds, a 5'7", 129-pound freshman, number 7. So let's see how he puts the boot to it. Going deep for Natrona should be Dante Wallace and Isaac Palamo. Let's take a look and see. It is Palamo and Dante Wallace deep to receive for Natrona, and we're about ready to get the 2018 season underway for you here from Bison Stadium.
And Steve found his
some
binoculars. So we're kicking from our 40.
Reynolds has it teed up. The freshman going to put the boot to it here. And we are underway. And the ball's going to be touched and fielded at the 25-yard line. And number 20 on the tackle for South. 32 for Natrona. With about it right at a 10-yard return. 1st and 10 Natrona at the 35.
I got it. Oops.
So 1st and 10 Natrona.
We will stop the clock on our broadcasting.
Cade Stoner will get the start at quarterback for the Mustangs. He'll have twin receivers near side, a single split far side. Snaps low, the give off, straight ahead, big yardage. First play of the game, folks. And it is a Natrona County touchdown. That will go for 65 yards.
Wallace on the carry for a Mustangs touchdown.
Number 33 with the carry for Natrona.
And how many yards was that?
65.
Ugh.
Did you give me Natrona starting lineup back?
I didn't have Natrona starting.
There it is. Oh, I got Sal's.
And quickly, just like that, 19 seconds into the game.
Dante Wallace, 65 yards straight up the gut.
Wow, I tell you what, how do they do that? You know, Natrona, the question with Natrona was, and who's the place kicker?
The place kicker is Jet George, number 11. Ball is down, kick is up, and folks, we are 19 seconds into the ball game, and Natrona has an early 7-0 lead. Let's go ahead and keep it right here.
You know, the question with Natrona is, what are they going to do? Who are they going to replace Brett Brenton? Was that his name, Brett Brenton, with just the workhorse for Natrona County last year? And well, I guess we found one of them, number 33.
Dante Wallace. And I'll tell you what. And Dante's a junior, 5'10", 179. But, boy, he got through the middle of that South defense, right up the middle. And the defensive backs were not able to converge. And he just kind of split the sea of black and went 65 yards straight down the gut. So South needs to regroup here quickly. They'll send Kari Wright back to receive. Wright's going to be back with number 20. That's Tyler Wilkin. So Wilkin and Wright will be deep for South, and George will come on to kick off for Natrona.
So the score is 7-0. 11:41 on the clock.
For the clock. Working with a new clock feature this year, folks. Bear with us. Trying to spice it up for you, keep the score on the screen for you at all times with the clock, and we'll see. We'll do our best to see if we can keep up here on the clock feature. And actually, it's number 5 will be kicking off for Natrona. He'll put the boot to it, and it'll be fielded by Wilkin at the 15. And Wilkin will take it up to about the 29-yard line. Tackle made by number 80 for Natrona. Give Wilkin 15 on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 South. So South will come out with their first possession of the 2018 season. They'll be at their 30-yard line. It will be Cade Burns under center. He'll have Trey Trimble behind him. Soto and Garcia on the wings. Garcia comes in motion. Gives straight ahead. Trimble. And he's stacked up there for
Trimble on the carry for a short gain. Second down Bison.
For a short gain. Tackle made by number 15, I believe, for Natrona's, who I had on the tackle. That's Hunter Brandt. 3 yards on the carry. Call it 2nd and 7. Second down, 7. Burns brings the Bison out. 2 receivers, 2 wings, and a fullback. Again, give straight ahead. That's number 9 there, it looked like, on the carry. That's Joe Hansen.
Hansen on the carry for a short gain. Third down Bison.
Hansen will get another 3, so that'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Who's that big boy in the middle that's walking back right now? Number 60? Number 50?
Number 50 in the middle?
Yep, he's the one who made the stop.
Trevin Smith on the tackle. So 3rd and 4 for South now after 2 straight gives to the fullback. This time they'll pack the formation in a little bit tighter, still have their 2 wings. And it'll be a pitch this time to Wright. Kari gets past the 35 and get back to about the line of scrimmage. Number 89 on the tackle for Natrona. Give Wright a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. 89, Jordan Bertignoli for Natrona with the tackle, and looks like Trey Trimble's going to come out to punt the ball away for South. So 3 yards in a cloud of dust on the first 2 plays. The 3rd down only gained him a yard, and Trimble will punt it from the 38-yard line. He gets the kick away, and it'll be fair caught by number 88. Let's see where they mark it. Mark it right at the 25, so 12 and 25 is 37 on the kick. Let's see if we can take a quick time out here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services,
Down
they
here
help
for
small...
Natrona.
We'll get back to that commercial here in a minute.
Wallace a single back. Again, 3 receivers in the set. Again, a little bobble on the handoff. And Dante Wallace not going to quite have that much room this time. On the tackle, 53's at the bottom of the pile for South. 3 yards on the gain for Wallace. 53 is Mauricio Dominguez. He's a 5'11", 203-pound junior. Again, Natrona, 3 receivers. Wallace in the backfield. Now, they'll go Cade Stoner, shotgun. Stoner looking to throw. Great coverage and a sack there by South. Number 50 gets in there, and that's Austin White. And that'll be a 1-yard loss, quarterback sack for Austin White. And Kari Wright had great coverage here on the near side. That's where Stoner was looking to go. But Kari had great coverage, nowhere to go with the ball. And South with their first sack of the season. Natrona 3rd and 8.
6-yard loss.
1-yard loss.
1 yard loss. Sorry, 1 yard loss. Sorry.
Trips receivers now. Again, Wallace in the backfield. Stoner takes a snap, drops, looks, sets up the screen, and it's to Wallace. Nicely set up, and he's got a lot of room. Let's see if they can get him wrangled out of bounds. And they do. I believe Kari Wright's going to get him out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
And
there's a flag on the play. Is that going to be on South?
Yep. It's going to be on Kari for the late hit. How many yards did he gain?
18 yards on the carry. Check that, Allen. 19 yards on the carry.
Oh, was it Soto that got the flag?
And penalty on South, and that's not what they needed. Of course,
so that
Natrona did have the first bad.
That 19-yard gain.
Oh, they're waving it off now.
Oh, nice.
There's no flag on the play. First and 10 Mustangs.
So South needs to get their defense up to the line as Natrona is ready to go from their own 46-yard line. This time just 2 receivers in the set for Stoner. Wallace the single back.
Offsides on defense.
Field.
Southwood gets the first penalty of the game.
And who is that on that far side? So offsides on South. It looks like Griffin Belaski. And so put Natrona in a 2nd and 5.
1st and 5.
Or excuse me, 1st and 5. You're right. Stoner takes a snap. He'll keep, fake the give, and he's going to go up the middle. Kari Wright with a touchdown-saving tackle. But not before Stoner runs down to the 28-yard line. Give him about 22 on the carry. So it'll be 1st and 10, Natrona at the South 28-yard line. Trips receivers near side for Natrona.
Boy, Natrona's just doing pretty much what they want offensively against South right now. You know, the spread formation, it has its advantages. False start or illegal.
Natrona's going to get a penalty here.
So both teams with 1 penalty each. Both of the 5-yard variety.
I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up on this clock feature. It's tough to do, man.
Yeah, we might not be keeping up on the clock, guys.
Keep the score up on the board.
Just so you know.
First down at 15. Again, trips receivers near side for Natrona. Stoner calling out the signals. Takes the snap. He'll give it straight ahead, Wallace. Wallace cuts outside.
No
Wallace
edge.
cuts back inside. Missed tackle there by South, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. 28 yards, Dante Wallace. And he's over 100 yards in the first 5 minutes of the ball game. 2 touchdowns.
Well, he's got 96 yards. So
He only has the 2 carries?
Well, you had the carry from the quarterback too. But and I'll tell you what, man, we had him up the middle, but there was that cutback to the outside because no edge was set. And touchdown.
Brilliant observation. So let's see if we can get some commercials in here. 7:17 to go first quarter. It is Natrona 14, South nothing here on 11:12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set a free consultation.
This broadcast is being brought to you by the Bison, 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
We're back.
So Bison, shell-shocked in the first 5 minutes of the game. They find themselves down 14-0. Kari Wright, Tyler Wilkin deep to receive the kick. This one is going to be dived on the bounce. 26, Garcia just falls on the ball at the, they're going to put it at the 21-yard line. 39 yards on the kick, no return. And South, 3 and out their first possession. They need to keep possession of the ball here.
Well, I'll tell you what, we need to get some type of offensive rhythm going, some flow. Kind of let South's defensive coaches figure out a way to set an edge like that and make sure we don't get those long runs again.
So this is Trimble at fullback. Cade Burns going to keep it on the option, pitch outside, and a nice tackle there by number 7.
Soto with the carry.
Soto with the carry. They're going to give him, call it 3 yards.
Boy, I'll tell you
Second
what.
and 7. Well, Cade could have faked the pitch. He might have had a lane.
I think he could have faked it. And that's where Cade will get the experience. He'll get the experience and see what's going on. And
actually, only 2 yards on the carry. They put the ball back to the 23. Burns going to keep it left side. Pitch to Soto, and he fumbles it. And Natrona's going to come up with it. Number 87 for Natrona recovers the football there. Jordan True, and the Mustangs back in business at the South 15.
Well, I'll tell you, that was just one of those plays where I don't think Soto was really expecting the pitch maybe because the pitch hit him right in the hands.
Well, the depth between the quarterback and the back wasn't where it should have been. They were way too close together.
So now Natrona already in the red zone to start this possession, Steve, and South can be looking going down 21-0 with just 6:25 left in the first quarter.
Stoner takes a snap. He's going to throw, and he's going to be dragged down. Trey Trimble with the sack. And that's going to be a loss of 3. 2 quarterback sacks for South here in the first quarter. I loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 from the 19-yard line. So South getting good pressure up front when Natrona wants to throw the ball. If they could just shore up that run defense, they might be able to slow this potent attack down. Stoner. Give to Wallace. Wallace again breaking tackles. Wallace pulling the pile down.
There's a few Bison in on that one.
Number 53, Dominguez. I think Trimble had a piece of that as well. Gain of 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Well, I tell you what, it's 5:20 left in the first quarter, and Natrona already has 122 yards on the ground, Steve. 19 in the air.
So they'll have 3rd and 5 from the 10. See if South can get a stop here and hold them to 3.
You know, I'm going to say this about the spread offense. The spread offense is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And the top 3 teams in the state run the spread offense.
Stoner to throw. Oh, he's hit hard after he throws it. But a receiver.
Out of bounds.
I don't know. Let's see what they do. Let's see what he called him out of bounds. Looked like he might have come down in if he wouldn't have got hit, but what a hit. I'm not sure who hit Stoner, but
Stoner got laid out.
And that's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see if Natrona, they are going to bring the field goal unit on. So there is a small moral victory for the Bison there as they keep Natrona out of the end zone after giving him a 15-yard field to work with.
And who's that place kicker for Natrona?
Jet George.
Number 11?
17. Or 11, I'm sorry.
That is just a cool name. Jet George.
He's Jeff George's younger son.
Or grandson. Maybe nephew.
This will be a 28-yarder from the far hash, and he drills it right down in the middle. So 4:48 to go. South gets a semi-stop there. It'll be Natrona 17, South 0. Let's take a timeout on 11:12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
You're watching the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Okay, here we go.
All right, back here. Again, Kari Wright and Tyler Wilkin. This time they switch sides because they might want to get Kari Wright a touch, and it's going to go to Wilkin anyways. And he's on his knees at the 11-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Actually, they'll give him the 12. 48 yards on the kickoff, no return, and South will start with their 3rd offensive possession of the game. And I don't know that they've gained 20 yards from scrimmage yet.
We have 6. 6 yards.
6 yards from scrimmage.
But you know what? Some of those.
There were some plays there, though. We're seeing some things
and you know,
that are there.
And I know the offensive coach is probably remembering those option plays by Burns, especially the one near side coming towards us. If he would have faked that, he would have scored.
Burns on the pitch. It'll be Soto. Soto puts his head down and cuts it up for a positive gain. 52 on the tackle. Looks like 2 yards they'll give him up to the 14. 2nd and 8.
But I tell you what, Alex Soto, he's a bruiser too when he runs. He's one of those running backs that when he hits you, you feel it. So he's going to be a hard tackle. You know, if we can get his shoulder square running north to south, he's going to be a hard tackle, full speed. And then he's going to give you that
52 on the tackle.
He's going to give you that smile.
It was 52. Haven't called number 22's number yet for Natrona. He's their only returning all-state selection. 2nd and 8. Straight ahead give. No! Burns is going to keep it. Burns with a cut upfield. Cade's got positive yards. Cade's out to the 40-yard line before he's tackled by number 58, and there's a late flag now. Let's see who that's on. But he gets from the 14 all the way up to the 43. Give him 29 on the carry. And let's see what happened after the play here. But that's exactly the same play me and Alan have been talking about, where they option near side, fake the option, and Burns had a big lane to cut up inside for the 29-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, he has that deceptive speed. He was in the back. He was in the last line of defense. They're going to the
sideline warning on South. Well, hey, they got a little excited.
Now, are they going to actually mark it off?
No, it's got to be. I haven't seen a warning yet. Don't they have to warn him once?
He's marking it off.
Oh, maybe they came out onto the field then.
Yep, sideline infraction.
So they'll take it back, 10-yard penalty. I hope it's only 10. Nope.
It's 15.
Holy cow. I need to get out of my rule book. 15-yard penalty basically negates the 29-yard run. It cuts it in half anyways. But first down South.
Still first down Bison.
But you see a play like that, that's going to kind of open up the offense just a little. Now, if we can get more going to the far side, that's going to make those linebackers freeze a little bit. They're not going to be able to just straight out rush you, opening up some lanes.
That could open the fullback, could open quite a few things there. So the ball's near side. Soto in motion. Trimble is just stuffed by number 50, Trevin Smith.
They're going to give him forward progress, so loss of 1. Let's see what the flag is.
So it looks like they gave him back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a penalty on South.
I'm going to guess illegal formation.
False start. Should have killed the play, shouldn't it?
No. Yep.
So second down and 10, Natrona will decline the penalty.
So they're saying no loss, huh?
So they'll give him back to the line. Second and 10. 3:34 and ticking here in the first quarter. Number 9 checks in for Trimble. Number 9 is Joe Hansen, 5'9", 170-pound junior. So second down for South. They have yet to put the ball in the air this evening. Burns gives to Hansen. Hansen has a little bit of room, and he's drugged down by a host of Natrona defenders. Put all 22 in the book.
Who else was in on that, though? Do you think he was the one that made the whole stop, or?
Yeah, who's the all-state guy from Natrona?
Number 22.
Number 22. Brochtenbach. Give him 4 yards on the carry, so it'll be third down at 6.
Score is 17-0.
So hard when like 6 guys make the tackle to really.
Yeah, we got to credit. If he doesn't go down initially, then we have to assist tackles on that.
Burns to throw. Burns. Oh, right off the hands. Had a receiver. Hit him right in the hands. So Michael Mascarenas. Pass did kind of turn him around. Was a little behind, but hit him right in the hands. And those are plays you have to make.
Yep, good kid. Sophomore.
So number 7. And number 88 are back deep for the Mustangs. Trimble will be punting the ball from the South 32-yard line. Trimble, ooh, that's not a very good punt off the side of his foot. It does take a south bounce. This could turn into a beauty, though. Rolls down all the way out about the 12-yard line.
So 37 to the 32.
32. So 18 and 48. That's going to be is that a 66-yard punt? See where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 11. 67-yard punt for Trimble there. And nice home bounce. So we'll keep it right here. There's 2:12 left to go first quarter. Natrona huddle up on the sideline for a play. They'll come right out. Leading 17-0 here in the first quarter.
.212 left in the first quarter, Steve, and South's offense showed some signs there.
They did. They had a nice play. Cade Stoner with Dante Wallace in the backfield. 3 receivers in the set. Bring a man in motion across the formation near side. Stoner gives. Wallace. Big hole up the middle. And Kari Wright's going to have to drag him down. at the 25, actually. Yep, 25, give him 14 on the carry. And Wright was almost the last line of defense there. Good thing he wrangled him down.
Natrona with 3 first downs this quarter, and you think that's not a lot. Well, they've had a lot of scoring plays.
Yes.
So
it'll be 1st and 10 Natrona. Ball's actually at the 26. So give him 15 on the carry for Wallace. Allen's eraser furiously at work because the play-by-play guy can't get it right. Wallace with the carry again. This time he'll try the left side. He cuts back, and he's shoestring tackled by number 53 up at the 37. Be 11 yards if it stands. 53, Mauricio Dominguez getting
so
his
that's a holding penalty.
Number in the books.
10-yard penalty.
Looks like they're going to enforce it from the
goal line,
original
line of scrimmage.
Original line of scrimmage, so it'll still be 1st down, but it'll be 1st and 20.
17-0's your score. I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. Richardson Construction.
Nice.
Thank you for sponsoring the show this year.
So 1st and 20, Natrona. A new man in the backfield for him. Let's see who that is.
South 0-7 against Natrona as a program.
Morgan Pickett, I believe, number 25, will get the carry straight up the middle. Big hole up the middle. And tackled, looks like by Soto. But not before Pickett
What was
picks up 14 yards, number 25.
25.
14 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and about 6 for Natrona. And, man, I don't know what's going on with South's middle linebackers, but Natrona's tearing off big chunks right up the gut. This is going to be a pitch to Pickett, right side, edge not set, and Soto gets over from his safety position to make the tackle, but not before. About a 12-yard gain on it. All the way up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Natrona. See if they get another playoff here before the end of the first quarter. Phil, the real deal, winds the clock.
30 seconds left.
1st and 10 Natrona, ball at their own 42-yard line. Stoner fakes the give, rolls, looks, has a man on the sideline, and it's caught, and there's a block in the back that is missed, and he's going to be wrangled down inside South territory at about the 30-yard line. No flag. Looked like there was a big block in the back. 89. Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Yep.
So he got 28 on the carry, and let's see what the flag's all about. I believe we're going to have a Natrona penalty because they are moving back into their own end of the field. Flag lays at the 44-yard line. Mike Schaefer and Bill Walter talking about it there. And they're going to mark it off from the 44. So a 10-yard penalty there. It'll take it back into Natrona territory at their own 46-yard line. So that's going to make it, that's kind of a weird rule there. It'll make it actually 2nd and 7. I thought they were going to, nope, they will leave it. It's 1st down and 7 because they give you the yardage, then penalize the play.
So how many yards did he get then?
Yeah.
28. It was 28 yards receiving.
28 yards. So 1st and 7, it'll be the last play of the first quarter. The give straight ahead to number 25. He has room, and Kari Wright again is going to make the tackle down at the 35-yard line. So that's going to be 19 on the carry, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So after one quarter play, it is Natrona 17, your South Bison 0 here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Back here live from Bison Stadium, start of the second quarter. It is Natrona 17, South 0. Natrona with a first down and 10 at the South 35-yard line. Stoner in the backfield. He's going to roll to his right, look to throw. Fires, has a man. It is number 89, and he's going to be tackled by number 5 from South down at the 21-yard line. 14 on the connection, and Storm Nelson, excuse me, not Storm Nelson, Braden Hughes with the tackle. Attaboy, Braden. Freshman. Good player, fast player. First and 10 Natrona, 21 of South. Again, it is Stoner and Morgan Pickett. Stoner fumbles the ball. It's on the ground, but he's going to wrap it up himself. Ended up losing a yard on the play.
Actually, no, the running back wrapped it up.
Oh, Morgan Pickett.
Is it Pickett?
Pickett.
25?
Morgan Pickett fell on it for a 1-yard loss.
Hey, we've held them to -1 yards rushing this quarter. You know what? I'm going to say I'm impressed. You know, we gave up 17 points in the first, 5 minutes of the game, and they haven't scored since, Steve. So you got to take the moral victories when they're there. And, you know, South, they're kind of clamping down a little bit. They just got to stop some of those long runs, and they'll be fine.
They're certainly making Natrona work for it. Stoner to throw. Looks.
He had all
over
the
the middle and caught for a touchdown. And I believe it's 87.
Yep.
87.
22-yard touchdown catch.
That's Jonathan True. And he just got by. Looks like Soto couldn't. He got by Soto, I believe.
Well, you know, he got inside.
Over the middle.
He got inside leverage on Soto. And, you know, that's one where you really can't blame the pass coverage because there was he had all the time in the world to sit back and look at that. So credit Natrona's offensive line, Steve, on that.
The extra point is up, and it is good. So 10:45 to go till half. Natrona adds to their lead. It is the Natrona Mustangs 24, South 0. You're listening Friday Night Football here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins is the place to stay the next time you're in Thermopolis, Wyoming. One review from TripAdvisor says, "The Round Top is a great place to stay, not only because it's old-fashioned and quaint, not only because it's very inexpensive, and not only because you truly feel like a guest, it is also just a 10-minute walk to the hot springs. I don't know why."
Back here live, second quarter action. Your Bison trailing 24-0. want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors and advertisers out there. You can see them on the broadcast on the right-hand side of your screen right there, S&J Science for the 8th year in a row. Of course, South High School, Richardson Construction, Robert Martinez Agency, Round Top Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis, Pena Business Services.
And the ball is kicked. Looks like it's going to be Braden Hughes from the 5. Braden Hughes, the freshman. Braden Hughes up the middle, and he'll get it up to the 25-yard line. Tackle on the play by 62? 53 actually was on the tackle. So Braden Hughes is going to get 20 yards for the freshman on his first, actually 21 yards. He's at the 26. So 21 yards for Braden Hughes, the freshman, on his first return of his career for South. And he is lightning fast. Give him a hole. Man, he might just do something magic with it. So 1st and 10, Trimble back at fullback.
And not only is he fast, but he's football fast too. So you could have a sprinter, but you have someone who's football fast. Oh, he just got driven down to the ground.
On that bad shoulder too. Is his left shoulder his bad shoulder?
Well, his arm, his elbow.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Loss of
2 on the play.
Who made that tackle?
Gosh, I wish I could tell you. I thought it was 22.
It's the left. It was number. He's padding right now. Left end, 52.
52. So loss on the play there.
And oddly enough, that's only our second loss. Our
Really?
second play that ended up in negative yards. The first one was that fumble, but we're not turning the ball over. We got to start moving the chains. And they're going to have to start mixing it up. I hate to say it, but because this offense right now, Natrona's got it figured out. We have not fooled them once. So,
except for the one long gain by Burns.
That was the only one. But other than that, I mean, timeout South.
Yep, South's going to call timeout here.
Timeout South.
Let's take a quick station identification. You're listening to Bison Football here on 1112 BISN.
This broadcast is being brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
And we're back from that station identification.
Fancy new updates and upgrades by Alan Cummings here on 1112 BISN.
We are efforting scores from other games going on around the 4A conference. We will let you know as soon as we get them. We've got volleyball going on here, the Cheyenne Invite. All 3 high schools hosting volleyball teams from all over the state. South Lady Bison fell to Rollins earlier today, 2-0. And as soon as I get that score, I will let you know. I know it was Rollins.
2nd down and 12 now for
25-23 and 25-13. South Lady Bison volleyball dropped their opening of the season.
Burns rolls, looks, fires over the middle, and is just underthrows his intended receiver.
First pass falls incomplete. Third down Bison.
Under a lot of pressure, got rid of it. A little short.
Gosh, these binoculars kill me. Pass was intended for Tyler Wilkin.
So that brings up 3rd and 12.
Only a couple early starts in the 4A football that I know of. I believe most of the games were 7 o'clock starts, so we'll try to bring you some football scores from around the state as well. 3rd down and 12 for South.
Kelly Walsh defeated Cheyenne East in volleyball earlier today, 25-11 and 25-14.
Wow.
For any Thunderbird fans that are listening to your South High Bison.
And Burns is going to be sacked there.
I think that was a run.
Burns on the carry. Fourth down Bison.
Yeah, ball's at the 22-yard line, so that's going to be 4th and about 15 to go. So Trimble will have to come in and punt. What number did you have?
I had number 68, I think, making the tackle. So a loss of how much? So we've lost 4 yards total.
Trimble punts it from the 22. Going to be fielded by number 88. Give Kari Wright the tackle. He fielded it at about the 48. So 26 on the punt, 3 on the return for number 88, and Wright on the tackle. 1st and 10, Natrona. They will set up shop in South territory at the Bison 44-yard line.
South trailing 24-0 right now. 8:45 left in the first half. Natrona coming out on the offense.
Stoner, the quarterback, and Dante Wallace is back in at the tailback position. Trips receivers, 3 receivers in the set. 2 far side, 1 to the near side. Give, Wallace, straight ahead. Hit by a big 62.
Wallace on the carry for a short gain. Second down Mustangs.
Give him a yard on the play, but Jace Packard in there with a big smack on Wallace. So 2nd and 9. Man, that's a big-looking Natrona team out there.
Second quarter. That quarter update was brought to you by Richardson Construction.
Stoner takes the ball, fakes the give, keeps it. Oh, he's smacked by Soto, but Soto's got to wrap him up, not just try to shoulder him to the ground. And the quarterback's going to keep it for a 8-yard gain.
Number 9 on the tackle for South, Joe Hansen.
Hansen on the tackle, and it'll be 3rd and 1. They're going quick. Straight ahead, Wallace. Wrapped up, and he's going to be stopped. He'll have the first down. Number 24 had the wrap-up on him.
Yeah, but 50 helped clean it up.
So give Trujillo the tackle and Austin White with an assist there. And he's going to gain 3 yards on the play. Only needed 1, so 1st and 10 Natrona.
And was that Harrison?
Wallace,
number 33.
Oh, no, it was a quarterback, kept it. But wait a minute. Wallace got the ball that time, 33.
How many yards?
3 yards.
Okay.
Pass out to number 89 on the near side, and he's going to be taken down inbounds.
Stoner's pass only complete. Second down Mustangs.
Number 24 in on the tackle, along with number 20, Tyler Wilkin. Give him 5 on the carry. Or 5 on the pass, excuse me.
First game of the season. We're still working out the kinks. We'll get them done right when basketball starts.
So 2nd down 5, Natrona. They are at the South 28-yard line.
Well, number 17, Stoner, he's only incompleted 1 pass.
Sends a man in motion. Now he'll come back near side. He's going to throw. Out to the far side. It's 89 again. Gets past right and goes right down the sideline. And was he out at all? Touchdown, Natrona. So they took their time. They got it right, and Natrona scores from 28 yards. Stoner on the completion.
Well, Coach Vigil just said it perfectly. 3 missed tackles on that one. So we had 2 rushing plays to score for Natrona, and now they've had 2 back-to-back pass plays. And it's 30-0 right now.
And a couple 3 big missed tackles on that drive.
There were
the Soto missed tackle, and then the couple 3 on that play. And it's what Alan talked about in the pregame. The South needed to clean up. So we have 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. Getting away from the Bison here. It's Natrona 31, South nothing, and you're listening to Friday Night Football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 19,000 here in Wyoming. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, back here from South High School as Natrona tees it up again to kick it off. Kari right, Braden Hughes deep for South.
31-0. 6:20 left in the first half.
And they're going to get it to Hughes, who fumbles it, picks it up at the 1. And he's going to be gobbled up, does what he can to get out to about the 9 or 10.
Looks like they're marking it at the 9.
Number 80.
Are they going to put it at the 10?
I believe that's 88 on the tackle. Actually, looks like they're, see where they're going to put it. Yep, right at the 10. So I don't know, did he mark from where he first touched it or where he picked it up?
Where he possessed it, so it's going to be
With the 1.
Yeah,
so
9
yards on the return, but South in a hole. Cade Burns gets the play and trots to the huddle. South desperately needing to get something going on the offense.
They need to do something differently. They need to start passing something. They need to come out in a shotgun spread formation, spread this defense out, and let Cade Burns throw the ball and use as his athleticism. It's that easy. I'm going to say it right now. This offense has been figured out by Natrona, and if we keep running this, the score can be worse by the time the game's over. I'm not trying
South
to be
will
negative.
Take a sign out.
I'm not, and we're going to keep it here.
We're going to keep it positive.
We're positive, but I'm telling you right now, we've got 39 yards offense, 39-yard offense in a quarter and a half worth of play, 1 turnover already.
Yeah, but it's a 9-game season, and the South coaching staff's going to stick to their offense. They're going to continue to work it and try to find wrinkles. They're not going to scrap their offense in the second quarter of the first game of the season.
I'm not saying scrap your offense, but I guarantee you they've put more plays in than what we've seen.
So they'll just have to keep chugging away at it, and there are some positives that we've seen. But again, Alan's right, not a lot of yardage to show for the 3 or 4 drives they've had here in the first quarter.
We had 1 first down. If you're going to run that option, run the option. Let Cade Burns get outside. He can beat you with the speed. If it's not there, run an option pass. You've got to, I'll tell you, Natrona's defense, and credit Natrona a lot of this. Natrona's one of the top 3 teams in the state, and their defense is just getting after it. They know exactly where we're going every play, and they're making the tackles that we're not making.
There's a flag on the play. I believe the fullback was the option right up the middle that time.
It's going to be on South. No, on the plus side, that's only our 3rd penalty.
Natrona's going to do this to a lot of teams as offense.
Oh, no, I know that. I know. I'm not saying that. But you know what? It's 31-0. You might as well see if the other plays that you've put in the playbook can start working, right? What do you have to lose right now other than maybe having to punt again? Try something different.
So it is first down and 15. Ball at the South 5-yard line. Six minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Pitch that time. Kari right. Kari has some room to the outside. Kari's going to get up ahead over the 10-yard line.
Right on the carry for a good gain. Second down Bison.
Oh, these binoculars are killing me.
It's the left corner. He's putting his snap in his. Is that number 22?
22.
Kari got 9 yards.
There we go. Now we're back. So nice pickup there on first down. It'll be second down and 6.
See, we've got speed. We've got speed like Kari Wright. We got speed like Alex Soto. Run those guys to the edges like we just did there. Look, we got 9 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 here. Burns under center. Motion, pitch. This time it's Soto. This time Soto's going to work his way to the outside. Puts his shoulder down and is going to get
That's Wyatt Garcia.
Actually, it is Wyatt Garcia. I beg your pardon, fans. And 23 on the tackle, but Garcia put his head down there, and there's a nice, about a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and a long 1. So Allen brings up a good point now. South's starting to get to the edge a little bit.
And we have the speed to do it. So you know what you're doing by hitting the edges like this? You're making those linebackers not hit those A gaps, not hit the B gaps as hard as you can. That's going to open up your fullback.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and a long 1.
I'd run the quick slant to the top receiver.
They're going to give it fullback and get the first down.
That's a safe play.
Number 28 assisted on the tackle.
Who made the run?
That was number 9, Joe Hansen.
He got what? 2 yards? 1 yard? 2 yards. I don't know. My play guy's not telling me how many yards he got. Our second first down of the game.
Yep, 6 yards on the carry. And a nice first down for South there.
Our first down of the game. Our second first down of the game. First of this quarter.
Ooh, there's a stuff up the middle as the fullback was the go-to there.
Boy, that big number.
That was 14. Trimble got the ball. I believe number, is that 50 or 60?
I'm saying 50 because there's not a 60.
Big number 50 with the tackle. Straight up the gut, no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Boy, I bet. That's where I wish I had a field mic. I bet you that collision just sounded amazing between those two, man, Trimble and number 50.
So Kari Wright checks back into the game for the Bison.
2nd and 10.
Under 3.5 to go till halftime.
31-0.
Again, South with their double wing formation. 2 receivers split out. Pitch. It's going to be cut up inside there. Number 52 on the tackle. 21 gets his first carry of the game, and he'll get a yard on it.
Van Kirk on the carry. Third down Bison.
21 is Zane Van Kirk. 5'6", 155-pound junior. And 3rd and 9 now for South. Trimble checks out. That'll put Hansen in at the fullback position. Double wing. Burns drops straight back. Oh, he has a man over the middle open, and looked like Kari Wright's cleat got caught up in the turf there. He was open. And
he was wide open, and his
Cade overshot him, but it looked like that yard line.
No, Cade
up and
Cade hit him right. It would have been right in the numbers if he didn't trip himself.
Looked like that 30-yard line got up and grabbed his foot.
That should have been pass interference right there on the
30.
Field.
So once again, South forced to kick it out. 88-7 are deep for Natrona. Trimble gets the boot to it. It is going to take a bounce and be fielded by number 88. He comes down the sideline and is going to be tackled.
First down Mustangs.
I believe he fielded at about the 32-yard line. So we're going to give him 15 on the return. Where'd they punt that ball from?
26.
So 24 and 18, 42 on the punt. And Natrona will have 220 to work with from their own 47-yard line.
We're going to play some of our throwback commercials at halftime.
Let's see if South can keep this to a 31-point deficit here. Well, I tell you what, that Natrona, they have some big boys on that offensive line.
South Tennis off to a 3-0 start this season, Steve. Defending state champion Brendan Locke is just rolling through everybody.
Stoner's going to keep it. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to be tackled well into South territory. Wilkin on the tackle, but he's all the way down to the 31-yard line. So give him 22 on the carry. And Natrona trying to put some more up before the half.
That was just a well-blocked play, man, by Natrona. And their quarterback, Stoner, found a lane and was able to take it for quite a ways. And
let's check that, Alan. It's George is now in the game at quarterback. So that is number 11. And he completes the pass. Nope, incomplete, they're calling it there. So change that last run to Jet George. Number 11, who's in the game for Cade Stoner.
Let's see who this is against.
Looked to me like he caught that ball, but
ineligible downfield.
Okay, so penalty's going to be on Natrona.
It's going to be their third penalty of the game. Ineligible downfield, that's not a spot foul. That's a scrimmage foul. So
should be.
Honchel with the call. Is that Honchel?
Yes, sir, near side.
3 penalties for 20 yards on Natrona. South has 3 penalties for 25 yards. So, it's been a pretty clean game, which is kind of surprising. First game of the season. That's usually when you see more penalties. So credit both coaching staffs for getting their teams ready to play on that side of it. So
George with the give off to Pickett. Pickett, big hole. Pickett, left side. Pickett gets around the edge, and he is going to almost score, but he's just drilled by Soto. Did Hansen get a piece of it too?
Yes, he did. Yep, Soto and Hansen. So 25 gets it to the...
Looks like they're going to put it at the 4-yard line. From the 31, that's a 27-yard carry.
Another first down.
And as the clock runs, minute 42 to go till half. This is going to be a pitch. Pickett. He's going to try the right side. Drug down. Nope, he's not in. Look like Soto again in on the tackle. They're going to give him right down to the 1-yard line, 3 on the carry. Clock will continue to tick, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, I'm going to zoom it in for all of you fans out there who wants to see the goal line action. We are not the NFL. We are not even college football, but we're trying our best. We got new equipment up here tonight.
Give straight ahead. Pick it. Ah, stuffed. Big Jace Packard.
Who else was in on that, number 50?
Austin White. Also there to stop the charge. Are they going to make him lose a yard? It looks like they're going to put the ball back to the 2, a 1-yard loss, and now looks like Natrona's going to call a timeout. So 54 seconds to go till half. Let's take a timeout with them right here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. Your Bison Network.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins is the place to stay the next time you're in Thermopolis, Wyoming. One review from TripAdvisor says, "The Round Top is a great place to stay, not only because it's old-fashioned and quaint, not only because it's very inexpensive, and not only because you truly feel like a guest, it is also just a 10-minute walk to the hot springs. I don't know why you'd want to stay anywhere else." Make your reservation now at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins by calling 307-421-7520.
The Galaxy Cafe is the place to eat in Cheyenne. Favorites like the Galaxy Nachos, the Galaxy Burrito, the Galaxy Melt, the Dumpster Dog are one of many other menu choices that will not disappoint. Top off your meal with one of 30 different flavors of bubble tea, or get yourself a delicious cappuccino or even their tasty caramel frap. Great prices, amazing atmosphere, and food that is out of this world. So the next time you're hungry, head to the Galaxy Cafe located in the Frontier Mall by the movie theaters. Galaxy Cafe, come for food that you've been waiting for. And we're back.
All righty, 54 seconds to go till halftime. Third down, actually, and goal for Natrona. Pickett the single back behind Jet George.
Pickett lost 1 yard on that last carry.
Oh, what is that? Everybody but the center moved on that play. False start. There's 11 men on Natrona's offense, and 10 of them moved, and 1 didn't. And the one that didn't is the guy that had the ball.
Somebody got the snap count right.
Yeah. on two. Third goal now from at the 12-yard line.
7.
You beg your pardon. It is at the 7-yard line. They're going to the end zone. Oh, one hand, beautiful. Almost one-hand catch. He would have been out of bounds anyways. Braden Hughes was on the coverage. And there's a freshman with a bright future.
Yes, sir. He's given up about 6 inches to that guy, too, man.
That was almost an Odell Beckham. So the field goal unit comes on. George will stay out there to kick. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 14-yard line, making it a 24-yard attempt. Hash mark right. The snap. The kick. Ooh, it hits the upright, and it is no good. As the upright says, no thank you.
South has 41 seconds, so we've got plenty of time with 1 timeout to move the ball down the field and get a score before half. We got this.
So the team kind of slowly coming off the field, not really liking the body language from the guys. The coach is really imploring them to get up. Hey, there's a positive for us there. Let's go.
You know what? They had 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah.
And you held them to a missed field goal. So, I mean, that's
come away
that's
with no points, yeah. And you can see the coaching staff really trying to tell you guys, hey, that's what it's all about right there. Now let's go.
And we'll get the ball at the 20.
41 seconds.
So we have 41 seconds to move 80 yards. And with the quarterback we have, the speed that we have, that's 2 plays. 2 plays.
That's the glass half full philosophy. So first 10, let's see what South does here. If they want to try to spring something here, or if they'll just want to take it to the half. They'll give it straight ahead. Hanson, the fullback. And I need to get Allen a number.
2 numbers.
22. Was that 13 in on it as well? I believe 22 and 13 on the play. So 4-yard gain for Hanson. And South will call timeout with 32 seconds to go. So at the halftime, we'll have an extended break at the halftime so Alan can compile some stats and we can kind of catch our breath and figure out where we're at here. It's been a first half full of mistakes by the broadcast team.
We don't get preseason, man.
That's right. We need to start having 2-a-days.
There you go, man. Ribs and 2-a-days.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm down for that. South used their last time out. So what would you call here? You've got 4 plays.
You know, it depends. There's 2 ways to look at it. I mean, you probably want to take a chance. I mean, pull something out of the playbook here that you wouldn't normally run.
No, I'm saying they probably pulled them aside and they probably had a list of 4 plays to choose from there. You know, 2 maybe what-if scenarios and 2 to run scenarios kind of type of thing. Or they just talked about getting the team into it. That's what I would have done.
Nice pass there by Burns. Jeez.
Was that Hunter Scott? Hunter Scott on the catch, number 89. For 5 yards?
So Natrona's going to call timeout. So
who made the tackle? Who's that far corner?
Give him 4 yards on the play. It's either 88 or 7. Who's on that side? I believe it's 88 on that side. because the binoculars just will not stay in focus.
Well, he puts it down. Here's how it sounds like every time he puts them down. That's why they. I don't know why they're staying in focus. Here for the camera people watching. Here's what he does with the. Here's the binoculars. I don't know why they won't stay in focus. Oh, that's great.
Let's see.
It's number 13.
Number 13 is the outside backer on
is
that
it?
side. He probably was the one that did make the play on that.
So 7 and 13 with the tackle.
18.9 seconds, 3rd and 1. South at their own 29-yard line. Natrona showing the blitz. They do. Burns going to be sacked by number 15.
Sacked on the play. Fourth down, Bison.
And why they're stopping the clock? Did Natrona call another timeout there? Can't take him with you, I guess.
Well, he lost.
Oh, he lost 6 yards.
Boy, that was just a straight A-gap blitz.
Yeah, they were
overloaded
everybody but the kitchen
They
sink.
overloaded everybody there.
And I think he came in late.
I know you fans out there are going, man, that color analyst is intriguing. Oh, man.
He's a good one, folks.
I'm in mid-season form, A-gap blitz. What's your A-gap blitz called? Monster. That was mine too. I called it Monster as well. That's it, Monster. And for middle linebacker, go straight through that A-gap. Steve and I.
So still efforting some stuff from around the state. Looks like Sheridan and Rock Springs are in the second quarter over in Rock Springs. There is no score, which there's a bit of a surprise.
Sheridan, the defending state champions.
And I really don't see.
3-time. If I'm right, they've won 3 years in a row.
Yep. They've won the last
But you know
three.
what? Their coach retired.
Yeah, Don Julian retired. Now Jeff Mowry's taken over, but it seems like it's the exact same staff as it's been.
So Trimble going to punt.
This time only one receiver back.
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't want to punt it to where he can catch it, though.
And it's going to check up for him and take a south bounce. Roll out at the 38-yard line. So 26 and 12 is about 38 on the punt. So Natrona will have 5.7 seconds. See if they take a knee or try to stick the dagger in.
Well, they were calling timeouts for a reason.
Again, they've got 8 other games after this to play themselves, so they may be looking to see what play they have to run. Actually, it looks like they're setting up in victory formation. Yep, they're just going to take a knee and take this thing to half. So, the first half of the 2018 season is in the books. And didn't go the way South had hoped, but there's still another half of football to play. The score at the half is Natrona 31, South nothing. We're going to take an extended halftime break, and we'll be back with second half action here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, you can get cash back. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wi.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premium. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premium. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wy.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premium. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wy.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premium. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003. With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wy.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premium. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wy.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premiums. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wy.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premiums. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003. With American National, you get a dedicated agent and an outstanding array of products to meet your insurance needs. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not necessarily in that order. You decide where you're going and how you'll get there. An unwritten experience awaits. Be bold, be prepared, be inspired. Your story unfolds. Laramie County Community College. Visit lccc.wi.edu to start your story today.
Worry less about your insurance coverage while adding money back into your wallet with the American National Cashback Reward Program. Insure your auto and home and remain claim-free for 3 consecutive years, and you can get back 25% of your first year premiums. Best of all, your reward continues every year as long as you remain claim-free. Let Robert Martinez reward your smart thinking. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
And we're back. Halftime's almost over. And yes, it was halfway through the second quarter, midway through the second quarter, for those of you wondering. So we're going to go over some stats. We're not going to go over individuals. We're just going to go over totals right now. The Natrona County Mustangs leading 31-0, scored 17 points in that first quarter, 14 points in the second quarter. They racked up 357 yards total offense. They had 181 yards rushing in the first quarter, 60 yards rushing in the second, and then they racked up 116 yards receiving. They've got 4 touchdowns, 2 by number 33, Dante Wallace, and then a passing touchdown from number 17.
That's Stoner, quarterback.
Stoner to number 87. And then a passing touchdown from Stoner to number 89.
So Jonathan True with 1 receiving, and then Jordan Bertagnoli with the other receiving.
And then you had number 11, Jet George, who kicked a 28-yard field goal but then missed a 24-yard field goal they hit the 28-yarder in the first quarter, missed the 24-yarder in the second quarter. First downs, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 first downs and 4 penalties for 25 yards.
So South will have the first crack at it here in the second half, down 31-0. And fans out there, make sure you follow Wild Varsity on the old Twitter feed. Thanks for listening, guys.
That's right. Great guys up there up in Casper. Really great reporters and stuff. I'm not joking. They're really great.
Yep.
They really are. So
follow them.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this game on SouthhighBisonAthletics.com, you should see the YouTube logo on the bottom right-hand side of your corner. Click on that and hit subscribe. Also, 1112 BISN has their first giveaway of the season going on, giving away a Broncos jersey, a Broncos window plastic cling, as well as a Broncos lanyard, Denver Bronco gear. 3 items. Go to Facebook. Locate 1112 BISN. Just search 1112 BISN. Like the page. Like the comment. Share the comment. Comment on the on the post. That's 4 entries right there. If you go like Instagram, that's a 5th entry. And if you also subscribe to 1112 BISN on YouTube, that's 6 entries to win 3 items for the Bronco fan in your life.
And you ain't got a thing if you ain't got that window cling. Because it's got the Bronco stuff. So we're underway, second half. The big boot is going to be fielded by the freshman Hughes at the 3. Brayton with speed to the outside. Turns the corner, and he's dragged down out of bounds by number 28. He's going to get it up to the 24-yard line. We're going to give him 21 on the return. So it'll be 1st and 10 South. at their own 24-yard line. Everything scores from around the state. Really, most games just probably getting underway at the 7 o'clock hour. We do know that Rock Springs and Sheridan last check were deadlocked into the second quarter. No score there.
We will effort some volleyball scores for you here in a second as well.
So Trimble will start at fullback. We've got Garcia, Soto as the wings. Pitch. It's going to be Garcia, near side. Garcia with a little bit of a hole, but he's Bundy splashed out of bounds by number 15.
Now
And
we all
they're
know that's
giving
not the Bundy splash, Steve.
3 on the play. Oh, why wasn't that a Bundy splash?
Well, no, based on the experts. Well, of course it's not the Bundy splash. 3 yards on the carry.
Excuse me, Hunter Brandt. 6'2", 188-pounder. A senior on the tackle. So, 2nd and 7 for the Bison. Burns under center. Double wing formation. Pitch this time. It'll go to the left. Garcia again. Soto just couldn't get around him. The tackle was made that time by the deep guy. Who was that?
So he lost 3 on the play.
I believe 28 was on the tackle. Wyatt Yetter. Back to the original line of scrimmage for the 3rd and 10 play. And Burns will bring him up to the line. Burns fakes the give, drops the pass over the middle, and incomplete, intended for Hunter Scott. He was under a lot of pressure, went down, but it'll bring up another 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what,
What
Hunter,
do you think of that play call, Alan?
You know what? It was a great play call. What happened there was Hunter, halfway through his route, kind of slowed down a little.
Yeah.
If he would have continued running, that would have been a play we needed.
And I really impressed with the way that South's opening up the play calling here in the second half.
I'm really happy with that.
So Trimble to punt.
6th punt of the game for Trimble coming up.
The deep receivers are stationed at the 40.
Who's the receivers that they sub him in there?
And 88, I believe, calls for the fair catch. He does at the 42-yard line. So 24, it's 26, and do the math, and 8's about 34 on the punt. And Natrona will take over. We'll keep it here as they have been calling the play fairly quickly and getting right back into things here on the change of possession.
I tell you what, Natrona's looking really good, though.
Good-looking football team. Of course,
Well,
as we said in the pregame, yeah, they don't rebuild, they reload. They lose 10 All-Staters, but bring it back 25 seniors. I mean,
has Hunter Brandt even had any carries for Natrona?
I don't believe so.
Number 15?
Nope.
It's been all Wallace and Pickett.
It's going to be Wallace again. Nice blocking up front. Big hole for Wallace over the right side, and Kerry Wright's going to have to drag him out of bounds into South territory. Looks like about 19 on the carry there as he gets down to the South 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 Natrona, South 39-yard line. Stoner back in at quarterback after Jet George had kind of finished up the second half there. So Natrona getting a lot of guys playing time. There's a shift on. And it's going to be a pitch out to Wallace. Oh, and the edge is set nicely by Natrona.
They set that edge perfectly.
And he's going to get right down to the 25-yard line, so give him 14 on the carry there. Did not see who made the tackle for South. I believe it was the left corner.
Is that Braden, number 5?
No, it's 20. Is it 20, Wilkin?
20.
So 1st and 10, 25, Natrona knocking at the door. Stoner to throw. He has a man, and they're going to give him the catch. Big number 89 is going to gain about 8 on the play. Again, wrangled out by Wilkin over there on the far side. 2nd and 2 coming up for Natrona.
Our corners are our leading tackles so far this game. Kari Wright with 6 unassisted tackles. Then you got Wilkin with 3 unassisted and 1 assisted tackle.
Stoner on 2nd down, short, 2 to go. Oh, movement.
Movement.
Yep. And the flag comes down. That's going to be a false start there on the wing back for Natrona. So that'll move them back 5, make it 3rd and 7. Excuse me, still 2nd down, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
35 yards and penalties for the Mustangs this game. That's only their 5th penalty of the game. Compared to South with 3 penalties.
Cheyenne crew of officials working the game tonight. Mike Schaefer heading them up there in the white hat. 2nd and 7. Motion for Natrona. Pass. They're looking for the end zone and nothing doing. Good coverage by Wilkin there.
It's only the 2nd incomplete pass for Wilkin. 3rd overall for the Mustangs, as Jet George had an incomplete pass late in the 2nd quarter.
Pass was intended for number 4, Hunter Brown. So 3rd and 7 now. And Natrona will get the play in from the sideline. Bring Bertignoli wide here near side for Natrona. Stoner takes the snap. Looks to throw. Bertignoli over the middle, wide open in the middle. He's going to be tackled by Kerry Wright, but not before he gets down to the 4-yard line.
First down Mustangs.
So 23 on the completion there. And they're going to hurry up here. Get
It's
right
actually,
back on the line.
It's actually Kari Wright.
Kari Wright. First to go on Natrona. Give straight ahead. Wallace gobbled up at about the 2-yard line.
Wallace on the carry for a short gain. 2nd down.
Well, who made that tackle?
Jace Packard made the initial stop.
1-yard gain? 2?
Give him 2. 2nd and goal. Wallace again, the single back. And Stoner's going to keep it. Left side, untouched, into the end zone for a touchdown for the Mustangs. So at the 9:07 point of the 3rd quarter, Natrona will trot the extra point team out and look to increase their lead here. 37-0 at this point, pending the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 9:07 to go, 3rd quarter. The score, Natrona 38, South 0. And you're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
That's why American National provides clients with reliable, consistent service. Robert Martinez has firsthand knowledge of the concerns collector car and truck owners face, and American National has created a policy with the coverage and enhancements you need to protect your valuable investment. Call Robert Martinez with American National Insurance at 307-514-5003 or visit his office at 2005 Central Avenue in Cheyenne.
This broadcast is being brought to you by BISN. 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
at Bison Stadium, 38-0 Natrona, and they're ready to kick off again. Got Braden Hughes and Kari Wright, deep for South. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Well,
you say Kari, I say Carrie. It's supposed to be Kari.
It is Kari.
And it's going to be Kari from the 14. Kari. A little juking and jiving in there, and he's not going to have much.
They mark him at the 20.
Number 88 and 25 on the tackle. So from the 14 to the 20, give him 6 on the return. And another South.
And who was on the tackle? I'm sorry.
First down, number 88, number 25. So South only able to muster 3 first downs, I believe, so far in this ball game.
I tell you what, Natrona's defense has always been good, and they're really showing it today. South with 2 first downs.
Burns fakes the give. Oh, boy, he threw. That's not a well-intentioned pass there, as he just kind of threw one up for grabs over the middle. Again, Natrona had the blitz on, and Burns took a licking as he got rid of the ball. 2nd and 10.
Boy, he's lucky. Number 23 was right there.
He had the pressure on from the left corner. Trimble will check back into the game.
Our defending state champion cheer squad out there. Let's give them some love. As this game is taking place before school starts, if I'm correct, Natrona's already started school. I think they started this week. Most school districts in Wyoming started this week. Laramie County is usually the last one to start.
There's going to be a false start. I believe 53, Dominguez, was the early guy to move.
I could be wrong, but I'm not for sure if Natrona County has started school or not. I think they have. I'm just going to say I assume they have. So
interesting to see what Kelly Walsh is doing tonight. They're talked about in the preseason preview from Wyoming-football.com, and Kelly Walsh is expected to be one of the up-and-comers this year after a semifinal playoff appearance last year. They're really building something up there on the other side of Casper. They open with Laramie, I believe, tonight. There's the first trap of the game. And
fumble. Let's see who got it. Natrona got it. Let's see who recovered it for Natrona.
Number 11, I believe. He's the guy that handed it to the other guy that handed it to the ref, so.
Who carried that ball?
I believe that's Jet George.
Soto fumbled.
So now Natrona knocking at the door. And fans, unfortunately, where they're at now, they're going to be at the 14. But if Natrona puts this in, it'll be a running clock for the rest of the game. That's the 45-point mercy rule in high school. So if Natrona's able to put this in the end zone here, the clock will tick-tock for the rest of the game.
Show you some other sports.
I don't know if Wild Preps just isn't updating anything or what. But
show you some of the other sports going on for South High School this week.
Is that George back in the game, or is it still Stoner? I can't really. It's Stoner, 17. But he's got Morgan Pickett behind him for this series. They're looking to pass.
Well, he's got a lot of time.
A lot of time now. He's going to roll and score from 14 yards out. So he dropped. South's defensive backfield had things pretty well covered up. No place to go for Stoner, but he just took off to the right and scored easily from 14. And with the extra point, we will have a running clock in week 1.
You got the swim team up in Gillette this weekend, starting tonight with the relays, and then tomorrow the pentathlon. You got cross country up in Casper for the Bear Trap Invitational. Golf is in Torrington yesterday and today. Tennis, they defeated Torrington on Tuesday to move to 3-0 on the season. South invites today. They played Rollins and, if I'm correct, Kelly Walsh tonight. Then they got 3 games tomorrow.
So the kick's up and good for Natrona. We're going to take a timeout here. It's Natrona 45, South 0. You're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins is the place to stay the next time you're in Thermopolis, Wyoming. One review from TripAdvisor says, the Round Top is a great place to stay, not only because it's old, fat, and quaint, not only because it's very inexpensive, and not only because you truly feel like a guest, it is also just a 10-minute walk to the hot springs. I don't know why you'd want to stay anywhere else. Make your reservation now at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins by calling 307-421-7520.
$45-0's your score, Casper Natrona. Number 2 ranked team in the state. State runner-up last year as they lost in the state championship to Sheridan, who won their 3rd in a row. I want to give a shout out to Richardson Construction, who's been building throughout Wyoming for over 25 years. Sponsor of 1112 BISN, Pena Business Services, American National's Robert Martinez Agency, Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis.
That's Tyler Wilkin from the 8. Run it.
First down, Bison.
So first down. Give Wilkin 12 on the return. So South will have it. The clock's going to run from here on. 45-0. Natrona with the lead.
South will host Thunder Basin next week, 6 o'clock kick
here
time.
At home.
5:30 p.m. S&J Signs pregame show. Lost a close one to South Thunder Basin last year. So that should see how that goes. Now Thunder Basin, probably the better program in football this year than Campbell County, as they got a lot of the players from Campbell County to move over during that initial year.
Give straight ahead there for South.
I'm going to say number, is that 62 or 82?
82 with the tackle.
Who with the run? Who?
Was it Hughes? He's playing full. Oh, well. No, that's Hanson. Hanson with the carry. 2-yarder. We need to find a binocular sponsor.
I just got to grab my next
Ball's
one.
on the ground, and hopefully Cade fell on it. Looks like he did. He did. It's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 20. So just a fumbled exchange there. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Cheyenne East is up in Gillette tonight playing Campbell County. Central at home across town. I believe they're hosting Thunder Basin,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Who's their new head coach over there at Central?
Mike Apodaca.
Apodaca's first year with the program, former player for the Indians. Now remember, last year, Cheyenne East beat Campbell County 65-0. Set a school record for East for points scored in a game. Largest victory in a game. Campbell County lost all their games last year.
I played for East where we got 65 scored on us on a pretty regular basis. There's a pitch out this time, and
who was that?
Soto.
Soto on the carry.
Number 15 on the tackle?
Yep. Give Soto, I'll give him a yard if you're nice, yeah.
South with 1 yard of offense so far this quarter.
88-7 again. Tel Campbell is number 7, and Jacob Dietz is number 88. They'll be punting the ball from the 21-yard line. Trimble gets off a nice one there. It's going to, wow, drives him back to the 35. Oh, and he's tackled by Hanson hustling down the field. So no gain on the return.
From the 21, that's 29 to
29 to 15 is 44.
And who fumbled it? Number 7?
Yep. But he got it back. Well, they're giving him forward progress all the way up to the 35. Thought he was tackled back at the 31. So the clock will run. Yep. First and 10, Natrona. Trying to see, looks like George might be back in the game at quarterback. It is. George is going to keep it. He'll try the right side. He has room. He's inside South territory. Down the sideline and pushed out of bounds there.
George on the carry. First down Mustangs.
I think 45 is the one who pushed him out. For South, Michael Mascarenas. Hey, Mascarenas.
Is that 34
First
yard?
down and 10.
30. So how long was that? 35. That's 15. That's 29-yard run.
15 and 14. 29. There's a flag on the play there. And that'll back Natrona up. So a procedure call of some sort, 5-yard penalty. And I'll take it back to the 41. It'll be first and 15 from the 41.
Michael, a good family friend. That's why we were able to do that, by the way, just so you know, just in case you wanted to tweet about it.
Big hole there. I believe that's Pickett, and he's off to the races. And that's not Pickett. Who is that? 28 for Natrona. Wyatt Yetter. 36 yards. Yes, it does stop on touchdowns. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stops on the touchdown. Touchdowns, penalties, timeouts. Injuries. Oh, no, it doesn't stop on penalties. The extra point attempt for George. And it's up and it's through. So 3:12 to go, third quarter. Natrona increases their lead. It's the Natrona Mustangs 52, South 0. You're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with operations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
All right, back at it, folks. Third quarter action here on the opening Friday night of the 2018 season for South.
We are efforting scores.
Disappointing home opener, to say the least. However, there are 8 games left to be played.
There is, and you said it earlier, Natrona County is going to do this to a lot of other opponents they play. They're really good.
Wilkin from the 6-yard line, and he's going to get it out over the 20.
Fielded by Wilkin. First down Bison.
They're going to give him to the 23, so 17 on the return there for Tyler Wilkin. And fans, I'd love to give you a look around the state here for some other high school football scores, but the internet is just not happening here in this press box.
We got 21-0 Sheridan over Rock Springs in the fourth quarter. Kelly Walsh leading Laramie 14-7 in the second quarter. Cheyenne East 31-0 over Campbell County, and then Thunder Basin leading 56-0 over Cheyenne Central.
Holy cow, you're kidding me.
26-0.
Oh, geez, don't scare me like that.
What happened there?
Cade, I don't know if there's a penalty on the play or what, but
He just felt he lost his
Lost his bounce and fell back. 2-yard loss. I might as well just give the tackle to the nose.
Who's the nose? I don't know who the nose is. Number 68.
Nope.
No?
He's not on the field. 50. Come on. He's standing just 55, it looks like. Yep. So second down. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12.
We've got like 20 Natrona County Mustangs with
Hanson straight ahead with the give.
credit in the defensive.
Number 80 with the tackle there for Natrona. Yep, they're going to be putting subs in now, so we can't go off these starting depth charts too much anymore. I believe they're going to get a lot of kids some playing time, so we'll do our best to make sure they're properly recognized and accounted for. Minute to go, third quarter. 3 yards on the carry there by Hanson. It'll be 3rd down and 9. And again to Hanson. Big gain there. Number 13 and number 47 in on the tackle for Natrona. Ooh, is that Bill? Ooh, Bill Walter got took down in the middle there. That's the joys of being an umpire in high school football. Holy cow. And he's on a couple of bad wheels to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's all right.
Yes. He's the toughest guy I know. I don't know if I know anybody tougher than old Bill.
Play results in a Bison first down.
Oh, my goodness.
Cheyenne Youth Football starts their season tomorrow, Steve. First time we won't be on the sidelines for a while, but we will be officiating those games.
So give straight ahead. Now they're heavy dosing the fullback.
63.
Don't want to question anything, but number 63 and 80 on the tackle.
Who's the runner?
Hanson.
Was it Hanson or Soto? I saw Soto getting up from the pile.
End of the quarter, yeah, it is Soto. Hanson's not out there. So that's the end of the third quarter, folks, in a game that's getting away from South. It's 52-0 Natrona. Well, let's take a timeout, and we'll come back for fourth quarter action on 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
East was up by 31.
With American National, you get it to help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
This broadcast is being brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
And we're back. We're back live.
So it'll be second down and about 7 to go. See if us broadcasters can clean our game up a little bit here as we move into the fourth quarter.
Wide open. Oh, my
Boy,
goodness.
Cade Burns had Kari right down the middle, open. Pass was a little on the tall side, but he got his hands on it. Should have had it.
Should have had it. He's got 6 incomplete passes, and I think 5 of those 6 were drops by our receivers.
I think South's got a guy in at full. Oh, Joe Hanson comes back in.
Number 20 is also checked in. That's Tyler Wilkin.
I think they had Wyatt Garcia lined up at fullback on that last play. So 3rd down and 7 for the Bison. Cade's going to pass. Quick drop. Oh, that one's way too tall for Hunter Scott. Could have been picked off, and that'll bring up 4th down now.
Boy, that pass right there is a product of all the pressure he's felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he probably had enough time to really set his feet. But, when you've been hit as much as he has tonight, you kind of get a little jitters,
Well, I like
sophomore quarterback.
And I like the quick drops. They're getting them 3 steps and the ball's out. I mean, I love the play calling tonight in the passing game.
Your 5th and 6th grade Bison will be playing at 9:30 in the morning at McCormick tomorrow.
So Trimble to put the boot to it again. They'll kick from the 39-yard line. That's kind of a low liner. It's going to hit and bounce. And, number 7's going to pick it up and get to the outside. And he's still going. Picked it up at about the 24-yard line. Not sure who pushed him out of bounds.
And who was it that received it?
Number 7.
So they marked it at looks like the 40.
Till Campbell.
45?
40-yard line right.
Well, 40,
at the 40, so about 16 on the return there for Campbell. And Natrona with the ball again. Up 52-0. South will have to get back at it this week as they play host to Thunder Basin.
I want to thank you guys for using the live chat. Want to give a shout out to I almost said North Carolina. Natrona County fan. Bison has the best announcers and YouTube production in the state. Great job, guys. Thank you very much. Up in Casper.
That's very awesome.
We appreciate that. But who's that?
Number 3 in the game now, and he's doing some shifty little moves, and he's down the sideline.
And it's coming all the way back.
It is going to come back, but nice moves there by number 3 who's in the game, Ryan Sorensen, 5'9". He's a junior. All 125 pounds of him. Legal use of the hands or holding.
The flag's at the 4, so he'll...
The 44.
The 44, my fault. The 44. So it's a spot foul. It's going to be 1st and 14.
So have we had any chats tonight? Or?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
That was a chat from the Natrona fan?
I haven't pulled up the chat window. I don't think I've got my chat linked yet, and I don't yet. So, but yeah, I didn't have the time to link the chat under our broadcast.
Alan's got a whole studio up here. It's like a magic. He's like Oz in the Wizard of Oz, and we can't let you see behind the curtain. 1st down and 16, we'll call it. But we do appreciate the kind words. We enjoy the Natrona folks. Big run there by number 31, and he's going to be all the way down into South Territory. Tackle made by 64. Number 31 is Jaden Vroman. That's a huge run there.
How long? How far?
Where did they start that play at?
The 40.
Right, they were the
34.
So 16 and 10, 26 on the carry.
So they get marked with a 10-yard penalty, and they still get the 1st down. Well, it wasn't your normal 1st and 20. It was a 1st and 14.
Give this time, number 3, the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get out for a 1st down. Close to, anyways. I believe Braden Hughes pushed him out.
Boy, that's right on the line.
Ryan Sorensen, the quarterback, with the run there.
And that should be a 1st down. It's right on the 30.
Don't call for a measurement. They better figure it out. Here it comes Natrona to the line. Nope, they gave him a 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and 10. 30-yard line.
Yep, 1st game for the change. We're all rusty. We're all rusty, man.
Number 16 with it, and he's going to be drug out of bounds
There's
by number
a flag.
32.
And there's a flag on the play. Okay, what are the odds? Guys, what penalty do we think it is? I'm going to say holding.
Devin Simmons, the freshman, with the tackle for South. Ooh, who's big old 57 sitting around out there? 67.
Holding penalty. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Oh, that's Caden Ma. That's Jesse's kid.
You know that it is Jesse's kid. Jesse's kid. We all want a kid like that. Like Jesse's kid. 10-yard penalty negates that run. Makes it 1st and 20.
Pitch near side. Number 6 with it. 55 on the tackle.
It was 20.
55 had a piece.
No, he did not.
What? Oh, 50. 54?
24.
24?
Who made the run?
Number 6. Carl Williams.
Carl the Truth Williams.
Carl the Truth
Carl
Williams.
the Truth Williams.
No gain on the play.
That's Phil Vigil digging deep in his bag of tricks for that reference.
I think we're going to have me be the binocular guy from now on.
You might have to.
Steve's calling numbers that don't even exist.
Tired of number 24 with the ball there. He's down the left sideline. And a host of Bison tackle him, and that's – oh, jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
Braden Hughes.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
You just worry about where he took off from. So from the 40 all the way down to the
6-yard line.
34 on the carry. 4:21 to go in the game, fans. So 1st and goal now for the Natrona County Mustangs from the 6-yard line.
Our 5th and 6th grade Firebird team plays at 8 a.m. tomorrow as well. So both South Triad 5th and 6th grade teams playing the early games. They get to see someone they know and love tomorrow. Both of them do, as I'll be the line judge in both those games.
Number 24 is in the backfield for Natrona.
Boy, they're eating that clock.
He'll get the give, take it right side, and walk into the end zone for another touchdown. So that's Wilsk Jackson.
Jackson on the carry for a Mustangs touchdown.
Man, 58-0 on the Pena Business Services scoreboard. Oh, but there is a flag on the play. Hold the phone. Face mask on the defense. So that will not wipe the score off the board. Alan, is that going to be enforced on the kickoff or where?
Going to be enforced on the kickoff.
You
No.
Sure? You better get in that rule book.
I better get in that rule book and check.
You got junior high football this week. Coach Vigil, is that enforced on the kickoff or what?
That's correct.
Ah, yeah.
I'll let you know when I'm on the sideline.
Yeah, I know you will.
That's the answer of he's not sure either.
I'm sitting here asking him questions like 2 days before I ref his football game. He's going to eat me alive. Don't worry, I'm going to go home and get in the rule book tonight.
Point after attempt is successful.
And I think Stoner actually kicked that extra point. So,
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the backup kicker?
Look, hang on. Oh, no. Or was it
No,
Mitchell Clymer?
it's Ben Hoppins or Mitchell Clymer.
I could have sworn it was him.
Oh, Steve, you're killing
killing
me,
you?
man. I'm only doing the official stats. We just talked about this last night. Oh,
We need a spotter.
we do need a spotter.
This guy right here could be your spotter.
No, because they're too busy flirting with each
He's
other.
too busy.
59-0 is your score. We have no idea who kicked that extra point.
It's the first team, whoever was the first group, they all came in.
11? Okay. I'm glad we're not FCC regulated. We've got speed. We've got speed. We've got to utilize the speed.
Hughes and Wilkins are deep.
So they enforced it, 5 yards. 10 yards. 5 yards. Who's kicking?
Number 5.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you guys are paying attention.
The big boot, it is going to go to Hughes. Nope, it's going to go to Wilkins. He's going to fill it at the 8-yard line and gets blown up, number 20.
Wilkin on the return to the Bison. First and 10.
25 on the tackle. So first down South.
Look at all the people we've had make tackles in this game for Natrona.
Wow.
We are a half a sheet down, which makes me wonder.
How close is that?
The Natrona coaches are going to get this stat sheet and
They're
go,
going to be like, what?
half these kids didn't even play.
Hey, man, we've looked at stat sheets in the last couple of years and where our kids have played in games. And they were nowhere near.
Fumble.
Fumble on the handoff. Did Natrona recover it?
Natrona did.
Get this, or Allen's going to rip me a new one. He's holding it high, making it easy for me. Number 6. Number 6 with the fumble recovery there. That's Carl the Truth Williams with the fumble recovery there.
Carl the Truth.
So Natrona will.
3rd fumble of the game for the Bison. 4th fumble overall, 3rd fumble lost for the Bison.
So the Bison have a bunch of younger guys coming in the game now as well. Chris Weezer, I believe, is in the game. At safety.
Hey, this guy right here, man.
What's he want? What do you want?
He's something wrong with him.
There's a Bison fan right here. I can't get him. He's running now.
Enjoying his Friday night at the ball game.
So I do not know who Natrona's playing next week, but man, whoever they're playing, you better watch out. This team's for real.
So they're in victory formation here. And they're just going to take a knee. And they got to do that probably 2 more times. And this one
is that Stoner?
Is in the books.
Negative 2-yard loss on the official stats.
Does look like Stoner's in at quarterback.
So stay tuned next week as the South High Bison host the Thunder Basin Bolts from Campbell County, Gillette, Wyoming. S&J Science pregame show will be at 5:30, kickoff at 6. We will be a lot tighter than what we were tonight, guys.
Yes,
First
fans.
game of the year. We're dealing with new graphics. We're dealing with everything. So it's learning how to get everything done. We don't have a producer. Steve's our play-by-play. I'm color commentary, camera guy, video engineer, statistician, commercial runner, everything.
And I can't even get the dang numbers right.
So thank you all for watching the game. Your South High Bison are going to fall to the number 2 ranked Natrona County Mustangs, 59-0.
So we're going to wrap this from South High again. Join us next Friday night here at South. We'll bring in the Thunder Basin Bolts. Again, as Alan mentions, S&J Signs, the pregame show at 5:30, kickoff 6 o'clock. And we'll see you next Friday for Friday Night Football here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.